the most beautiful, separated, gorgeous lashes. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I am so excited for today because today we're talking about April clean beauty favorites. And I've tried a bunch of fun products this year, and I have a bunch of like new products that I've like tried over the like last maybe 2 months. I also have products that I haven't necessarily talked about a ton on this channel. I have a good mix. I have makeup, I have like beauty tools, I also have like hair and skin, and I can't wait to get into it because we got a lot of stuff to talk about and I want to make sure I hit on all of it. So I kind of just want to jump in and get started, but I'd love to know what your April favorites are. Leave those down below. Also, if you have any video suggestions, I always love to hear like your feedback on what you want to see. If it's like brand or product, or you want to see a new dupes video, which is coming. I have a dupes video coming, but if you want to see like specific something or specific like on-camera makeup look, please leave that down below. And I just want to jump in and get started. So without further ado, let's jump in and talk about my April clean beauty favorites. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So I'm going to start with makeup, then I'm going to move on to beauty tools, and then I'm going to go and finish off with like hair and skincare. So let's get into it. First things first, let's talk lips. I have been grabbing this nonstop this month, the Lano Lips 101 ointment. I've talked about this in the videos before. I really like this. It's super hydrating. I use this a lot to like prep before I do the rest of my makeup. Like this is so nice to like in the morning when I like get up. I like at night I usually use my Primera lip mask. Not usually. What am I talking about? Usually, like exclusively use that. Like I cannot stop using it. I own a million. I bought 1,000 and I will continue to use it. That's like always a favorite. Like I don't even have to mention that. That is a constant favorite for me. But this is great in the morning after like I wipe off whatever's left of the Primera lip mask, wash my face, whatever. Then I prep my lips with this, and then I go on with like whatever lip product I'm using. And this is like so good. Softens up my lips. Make sure like if I have any, I don't know, dryness or whatever, this like just smooths it out, which is really great. This is also really good for my cuticles, which have been all types of raggedy recently. Like I don't know what is up, but they're all types of messed up, all types of raggedy, looking all types of ugly. And this is great for just like keeping them super hydrated and keeping them right and tight. Love it. This is really good. Highly recommend checking this out. Okay, next let's go on to lip liner. So I love lip liner. I am literally addicted. I have a million lip liners. This is like a continual favorite. Specifically like this brand, the Victoria Beckham Beauty lip liners. And I love the shade specifically 05, which is here, and 04, which I have in my purse at all times. It's in my purse right now. So freaking good. They're really good for just like wearing alone, but also with like layering. I also have the shade 06, I believe. I do not know where that one is, but like so good for layering, so good for wearing alone. Like obsessed with these, so good, and make your lipstick last like so much longer. Obsessed. And then my favorite lipstick that has been since the beginning of this channel and is like my obsession of life, the Kosas lipstick, and this is in the specific shade Vegas. I own other shades of this lipstick, but specifically this shade is amazing. I'm actually wearing it on my lips today, and I'm just so obsessed with it. I just like cannot say enough good things. Okay, next. All right, you know what? Next, let's go on to nails. I did a like gel stick-on nail video, and I am freaking obsessed with the Mani Me gel stick-on nails. I've used this one before. This like specifically, like I'm obsessed with their new like bridal collection. I just want to show you like how pretty this is. I hope you can see. This is just like the prettiest manicure. I'm obsessed with it. I have this one. I've also tried another one from this collection. I've worn this one before. I've worn the other one. I'm obsessed. Like these are so great. If you're the type of person that loves like a printed manicure, but you don't want to sit and get it done because it takes a really long time, because those people are artistes and like just do the best job, these are a great alternative. It's also cheaper than getting your nails done like printed, because that's always so freaking expensive. The printed ones on these I believe are 25, and then they have solid ones too that are 15, 10, something like that. These are so freaking good. Obsessed with these. Okay, next let's do eyes. So brow eyes. So I mean, the Kosas brow products I'm obsessed with. These like really fun like 90s, early 2000s packaging that they have. This reminds me of these like old, not gel pens, even though this kind of reminds me of a gel pen too, but the old like click up pencils, like pencils specifically that we had, or the pens. If you use them, you'll know, but I'll try and find a picture and put it on the screen. These remind me so much of that vibe. Very Lisa Frank, like obsessed, so cute. The brow pencil is amazing. I actually really, really like this. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do because I'm obsessed with the PYT brow pencil. If you want another good suggestion, that one's really good. So when I grabbed this, I was like, okay, do your best, Kosas. But they did their best. They came out with a million colors, which is really, really nice. Super inclusive for everyone because like not everyone has the same brow color. Not everyone has like red undertones. Not everyone, you know, likes ashy undertones. You know, I feel like a lot of the time like brow products for people who have blonde hair or dirty blonde hair and want to use like a lighter color aren't really that great. So they came out with a great line of colors, and their colored brow gel has the same amount of colors as this. I think it has like 10 colors or something crazy. This brow gel is so freaking good. This is a clear brow gel. This sold out like crazy fast, but this is so freaking good. Like I do soap brows a lot, and like that is my general favorite way to do brows. This is a really, really good alternative. Like I just brush it on, let it sit for a second, and then I take my like whatever I'm filling my brows in with and like push down the brow, let it fully set, and then I fill in my brows, and they literally do not budge. It is amazing. Such a good product. Okay, next, let's do mascara. So I've been grabbing this like nonstop this month. I really still like, I'm obsessed with the Maraca Beauty one too, but this Ilia mascara is so freaking good. Like I mean, it's been my favorite. It continues to be my favorite. I'm currently testing a bunch of new mascaras, and a new like roundup mascara video is going to be coming up where I'm comparing and contrasting a lot of the mascaras, but this is still like, I'm obsessed with it. So freaking good. Like just the most beautiful separated gorgeous lashes, or if you want to build it up and get like a clumpy lash, which I love, like a clumpy lash is so sexy, you can get that with this too. Love it. Okay, next let's actually do powder, because I did a whole powder video, so I'm not gonna like ramble on about this, but this Kosas powder I really, really like. I wear the shade Cloud Set, and I just want to say like, this is such a fascinating formula because it truly sets your makeup, but it doesn't mattify anything. Like it will still, like if you're wearing like a, oh my god, what is the word I'm looking for? Like a creamy cheek product, like a liquid cheek product, a cream cheek product, and you set it with this, it has that like, you can still get the dewy look, but it sets the product. It's so interesting. Like I really, really like this. This kind of reminds me a little bit, not necessarily entirely, of the Hourglass setting powder, because with that one, eventually, like the dew of the product you're wearing underneath it kind of shines through. Not so much as this one. And this one definitely, like, oh my god, just almost dropped it. The shade range is better on this. Like, obsessed with this. The shade range is so good. I want to just say, like, Kosas in general as a brand, I've been so impressed with like their expansive shade ranges. Like they keep adding more shades to their foundation, their concealer, and they're really like doing a good job at like being inclusive from the beginning with their like new launches, example this, and even like their brow product. I'm very impressed by that, and I just want to say that. Freaking obsessed. Like, so happy with that. Okay, let's talk about a product next that is like an amazing alternative to like a product like in every route, like everyone's obsessed with and has been trying to find a dupe for a really long time. It's really hard to find a dupe for this product. I'm talking about the ambient lighting powders from Hourglass. This is just a palette. I think this is volume 1 of the palette, but there's a volume 2 too. And these are really, really good. You can also just buy the individuals. My favorite of these is Dim Light and Dim Light and Radiant Light. Like, obsessed with those. And I found amazing alternatives that actually do such a good job. So, and they're really affordable. So geez, I almost just broke that like real quick. The Honest Beauty, what are these called? The Luminizing, am I well? Luminizing glow powders in Midnight Reflection and Dusk Reflection. Obsessed. These I think are the only 2 shades that they have, but obsessed. I like to mix these 2 together and just create like my perfect shade. I like to go over like this color I'll go over with like my bronzer, or I'll go over this with just like my under eye area. or I'll mix them two together depending on how tan I am or like what color I want. These are really, really good, and they do something very similar. I mean, they're not perfect dupes for the ambient lighting powders, but these are the most similar thing I found actually like ever anywhere, with like how they wear the shine. Like, let me just show you. Like, I'm gonna do like a little swatchy swatch on my finger, and I'm gonna do a whole like video. Like, they don't have a lot of like, you are probably not gonna be able to see anything, but they don't have a lot of shimmer in them. They just have a very light like dusting. They're not glittery at all. Like, some of the ambient lighting powders do have like larger glitter flecks in them, but like the true ones that like you just set your face with and they just make your face come to life, like, don't have the big glitter in them, and neither do these. Obsessed with these, like, so good, so happy I found them. I love the ambient lighting powders, but they're really expensive, so it's nice to find like an alternative that is more affordable. Love that. Okay, next. All right, let's move on to blush next. Okay, I don't think anyone's gonna be surprised by this, but like my true obsession of life is right now is the Saie Beauty blushes. I now own all 4 shades. I did an entire video where I only owned 3 of the shades, and then I was like, you know what? Your girl's gonna get you all freaking 4. So I got the other one. I'm actually gonna swatch all of them on the back of my hand for you, just so you can see them side by side, in case you're wondering what they all look like. So I'm gonna do the darkest first, and then I'll do the lightest ones side by side so you can kind of see what they look like next to each other. But I'm freaking obsessed with these. They're so good, so pigmented. Like, I'm actually like, can't believe how freaking pigmented they are. Genuinely, like, oh, I usually do like 1 dot and just see. I blend them out with a brush or my fingers. If I blend them out with my fingers, I can use like more product when I apply them. Like, I blend them out with a brush. I go like 1 dot and just see, because the brush, for whatever reason, when I use them, isn't quite so, doesn't absorb as much product as I thought it would. Okay, so this is the side by side of everything. So we have, what is the first one we have is Dreamy. The next one we have is Poppy. The next one we have is Rosy, and then followed by Peachy. So that is like the going from here down. Rosy's the one that I wear the most, but I love all of these. I'm gonna be grabbing this one a ton in fall. I've worn this, obsessed with it. This one is gorgeous, and I do like, this is very like, when it's like a really hot summer day, like, I'm gonna be slapping her on my face, Poppy, all day, like, obsessed. And then these 2 lighter ones on the end, I also love to mix them together. I like to mix the darker colors with the lighter ones, and just create like a perfect custom look. I'm obsessed with these. They set really, like, they set up, like, they don't just like move around the face, they do set up. And I like to set them actually too with the, oh geez, I'm dropping it, with the Kosas powder, and then they literally last me all day. They don't budge under a mask. I'm truly freaking obsessed with them. Like, I can't say enough good things. And then lastly, I just want to talk about like some complexion products. Okay, I've been grabbing the Cover FX Power Play Concealer nonstop. You guys know, like, this is like my love of life. Like, I can't, first of all, shade range, like, perfection, but also like the coverage is amazing, wears beautifully with makeup, without makeup. Like, it just is such a good, well-rounded product. I really freaking like this, and I wear the shade N medium 2 or N medium 3 depending on my complexion. This is such a good freaking product, and sets beautifully, doesn't really crease, like, honestly, like, doesn't crease, like, it's just like so good. And then next, I just want to talk about this is my last makeup product. I am freaking obsessed with these. So these are the Merit Beauty like concealer complexion products. I love these for under the eyes. I don't necessarily love it for all over the face. Like, I'd rather grab something else for all over the face, but for under my eyes, I'm freaking obsessed with these. The shades I wear are Buff and Sand, and like, obsessed, like, such freaking good products. But I also really like these for my hyperpigmentation, because we all got hyperpigmentation, girl. I mean, maybe not all of us, but like a lot of us have hyperpigmentation, and these are really good for hyperpigmentation. They set really nice, and then when you put powder on top, they're just like good to go. They look really natural on the face, like, they're not super cakey, and they don't cling aggressively to dry patches. So it's just like such a good product. I really like this for hyperpigmentation, and it just like looks super natural, even though you're covering up something that's super dark. My hyperpigmentation is like crazy, crazy dark. Right now, I've been lightening it up with like a really good couple vitamin C serums that I'm gonna be talking about in a later video. But these are really, really good for covering them up when they're super dark, and just like throughout. Like if you have like little spots, it happens. Like if you have like suffer from hyperpigmentation, like you could get the smallest pimple and it'll turn into something dark. Like these are amazing, and I won't stop having them in my arsenal. The one I wear all over my face is Buff, and then for under my eyes I like the shade Sand. It's slightly light for me, but like when I blend it out and I set it, because been setting with this a lot, it looks like perfectly fine. Okay, next let's go on to like beauty tools. So I just want to talk about beauty tools real quick, but I've been loving them a ton. So this is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7 brush. I'm freaking obsessed with this for blending out foundation, and even this for like getting under my eyes or like pinpointing coverage. There's no foundation brush I found that blends product out better than this, and I've tried so many. Like this is a favorite of a lot of people, like makeup artists, celebrities, whoever it is. Like a lot of people love this for a reason. It's just so freaking good. It creates like a beautiful canvas. Even though you're blending out with a brush, it doesn't make your makeup look heavy. Like I really freaking like this. I find sometimes like when you use a makeup brush, it can make your makeup look a little bit heavier, and I like a little bit more of a natural look on the face. Another product I like used to blend out my makeup on my wedding day, like I bought this specifically for that event, and like I've never looked back since. I'm freaking obsessed with this. And then next I want to talk about blush brushes specifically. So I have 3 here from the Sephora Pro line, and the ones I have are 96, 93, and 99. These are all freaking incredible. I love this one, 99 for powder specifically. Like it just blends, it's just so beautiful. Or when I apply cream products, I like to blend the edges with this one. Or sometimes when I want something like, this is a little bit more dense, so if I want something that's super pigmented, I'll use this one. These are all freaking incredible. Like I'm obsessed. I like to apply cream a lot with this and like blend it out, or even like if I want like the cream to be like more all over kind of blush and less like pinpointed, I love this. Like so good at blending products out. If you have a tough time with blush specifically, especially cream products, sometimes it's just the like application process. Like not everyone likes to apply with their fingers, and like these are really freaking good. Obsessed with these, like genuinely. And then like just a good duo fiber brush. This one, oh my god, all my brushes are like so dirty. This one is so freaking good. This is, I don't know where I got this from, but I'm gonna try to link this down below if I can find it. But this is great for powders. I've been experimenting a lot with like more powdery products. Just because like I know it's summertime, springtime, even though it's so freaking freezing here, but I know that it's, you know, getting into the warmer months, but sometimes it's just nice to have like a powder blush. And if you're a more powder person, like a duo fiber brush like this is great. You kind of can control the product, especially if it's a super pigmented blush. Hold the end and just blend it out. Oh, it's so good. I'm obsessed with all these. Okay, now let's go on to hair and skincare. So first, let's talk about skincare really quick. My skin has been super dry lately, and the Necessaire body lotion, I'm obsessed with it. I also have their serum, which I'm also freaking obsessed with, but this one like this month specifically, I've been grabbing this a ton. I'm obsessed with it, like so good. I also have been loving their hand cream, which should be, oh, here we go. Their hand cream, I'm literally so sad I have to buy a new one because it's like so empty, but this is really good. Again, my hangnails have been really bad, so I've been trying to keep my hands and like everything just super hydrated. I don't know why I've been so like dry. I feel like this like weird in-betweensy weather of like it's warm some days, but then like super cold other days. It just like is messing with my skin, so like those have been like life-changing. Then also because it's like that in-between these weather, I feel like I've been sweating a ton because I'm like wearing a sweater, or I'm not wearing a sweater, or I'm wearing a light jacket, or I'm not wearing a light, like it's just like my body is like freaking out because I don't know what to wear. It's like that season where you wear a sweater and you sweat to death, but if you don't wear a sweater you freeze. So I have been nonstop using this, the Kosas Sport deodorant. This is so freaking good, you guys. Like I am obsessed with this. It helps so much with my sweaty days and my smelly days, like obsessed. Face really quick. These two specifically from Belief. I bought the eye cream first, and when I became truly obsessed with it, and so I started like trying out one of their face creams because I ran out of my pharmacy face cream. This is so freaking good, like so hydrating. I'm truly obsessed with both of these, like obsessed. And the face cream I use is their the True Cream Moisturizing Balm. They have multiple face creams. I have not used the other one, so I don't know if they're good. And this is just the moisturizing eye balm. I think they only have one eye cream, but I could be wrong. These are really freaking good. Okay, next, I want to talk about hair. So I had so many questions on my hair and how I keep it looking shiny, and there's like so much that I could say. And I'll probably do a video on my hair soon. But one of the products I use like nonstop and have been using for like ever is the Olaplex 3. I can't say enough good things about this. So what I do is like when my hair is dirty, I will like put it in, have a spray bottle, I will spray my hair, put this in my hair, let it sit for as long as possible. Like you can let it sit for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, however long. I will let it sit even until like the end of the day. If I know it's like a day I'm not leaving the house and I'm just gonna be inside all day, I've let it sit, then I wash it out. And it helps so much with my hair and keeping it looking healthy and shiny. And I also use like certain hair tools and stuff like that, but I will do a whole video on my hair because I've gotten so many questions on it, and I hear you, and I'm definitely going to be doing that. But this is really good. This is a great like product, and I've been using this a crap ton this month because I just feel like my hair, I have a lot of broken bits that are growing in. I mean, it's not the worst when like your hair, like you have broken bits and like you're just waiting for them to grow in. And I've been using this a ton because I feel like there's certain pieces that are just sticking out more because they're in that awkward phase, and this helps a crap ton, like just kind of tame them. Obsessed. So good. And yeah, you guys, that's it for my April Clean Beauty favorites. I would love to know what your favorites were this month. Please leave those down below. And thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.